Hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you having a good day? Give everybody just a minute to find me. So sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. I forgot one thing in my shopping cart that I had to go add, so that took me a little extra time. Let me go find me live. So you pop on, tell me hey, let me know you're here. If you're catching the live, if you're catching the replay, just put hashtag replay so I know you stopped by. Hello, Miss Emily. You are the first one here, girl. Just posted our shopping link. Let me find it so I can pin it to the top. So has anybody else been like super tired lately? I have been like super tired. Super tired. I can never get enough rest, I don't guess. Hello, Jackie and Patty. Why isn't it letting me pin to the top? Okay. So I've got our shopping list pinned to the very top of the comments. So if you'd like what I'm doing tonight, you can check out that comment. Now I did include everything, pretty much everything in there. Okay, so you can customize if it's too much stuff in the cart, you can add, subtract. If you've got colors already, maybe you don't need them. You know, that's totally customizable. I just try to make shopping a little easier for you, like a one-stop shop kind of thing. All this rain doesn't help. Hello, Miss Sue. Boy, there's a face I haven't saw in a while. How are you doing, girl? Okay, so what I am trying to do is I'm trying to kind of mask off this. We're going to be painting here in just a minute. So give me just one quick second and I'll show you what I'm doing. They're like, what are you doing, Becky? I can't see. I can't see. So let me know if you think this would be a fun workshop for my locals. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I'm kind of thinking about like the pumpkins where we can do fall on one side and Halloween on the other side for those that want to kind of just flip it and do both sides. And then, of course, those that have already done the pumpkins, we're going to figure out something else for you guys to do, right? Because I've got some people here locally that have already done the pumpkins. But we've got different pumpkins, too. So what I'm doing first is, yes, guys, we are doing the tiered tray. I was debating on when I was going to do it. I was kind of hee-hawing between this and like an everyday project. But I'm like, I've got all this stuff out of the box and it needs to be, something needs to be done with it. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking some masking tape here and I'm kind of like taping off. If you're a really good painter, then you don't really, you know, you can cut out this step. But I'm just kind of trimming off the side of this. This is almost like a little box frame, but it's like a miniature version. And so normally when I paint, it's got that white surface on it. And then it's almost like our old box frames where we have the white on one side and we have like the solid black on the other. Well, it's not black, the solid brown on the other side. But now they indent on both sides. Now you've got that indentation, so it's almost like they're framed on both sides. Okay. So I've got that just kind of masked off so it'll be easier for our painting. So in our shopping cart, I'm going to have everything. I'm going to have everything. You're going to have your tiered tray. And, you know, maybe you already got a tiered tray, so you don't need the tiered tray. You can just put the goodies on what you've already got. So you can take the tiered tray out. But if you don't have a tiered tray, then you might need one. And then we've got the little accessory package. It's got the cutting board, the cute little box frame, the little miniature board and base. It has like a book stack. And it's got a little rolling pin, so that's everything that comes in that little kit. And that one is called, I think I tore off the name of it. So that's what comes in that. And we're going to be painting this, and we're going to be painting the books. So we're going to go and start the painting projects first so they can be drying as we're moving on to the next part. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with this. Now, what I also included is I included a file pack. Love the mini tiered tray stuff. I know, isn't it so cute? So cute. So I got you the little fall paste packets. That's included in that cart below. So it comes with a Shimmer Harvest. It's got Pesto. It's got Paprika, Currant Jam, Camel. And then it also has a Shimmer Copper. I just don't have Shimmer Copper in a single, but of course they're going to come all in your singles. But it's also a Shimmer Copper. So that's going to be all the colors that come in your little paste packets. And I did throw in a paste packet of black. So that's why I had forgotten. I was like, no, we need some black. So I had to go throw in just a single of black in there as well. So I'm kind of thinking for this one, we're going to do like the Currant Jam. And I've got an old Currant Jam here in a jar form that was like super duper duper dry that I was trying to bring back to life, and it's not brought back to life for me to paste with, but I think I can get away with painting with it. So we're going to paint with Currant Jams. Let me find a paintbrush. And I think we're going to use the same color, or are we? For like my book stack. Yeah, I think I'm still going to use it for the book stack. Okay, so this is Currant Jam. So this one's already been down. So with your paste packets, you're going to put them in a little tray or a little disposable paper tray, paper plate. And you're going to just add a little bit of water in it. Like I told you, I was trying to bring this back to life. So I've got it like super thin, as you can tell. So it's not to the consistency I can paste with it, but I can paint with it. And you're just going to thin it down a little bit so you can paint. And we may come back and put another layer on there. We'll see. Okay, so now we're going to do our book stack. So the book stack's got little indentions for each book. And to be safe, we probably want to kind of mask this off too. And I think we're going to leave this middle book white just for the ease of not having to paint everything. So we're going to paint the two bottom books, the bottom and the top book. So it's going to make us a little easier with our painting. Did it rain today, Emily? Normally it always rains when it's about time for me to get off work, so I always know it rains. Or Sue, since I've got both of you local. But yeah, it has been raining like every day. Only by the time I get off work. Okay, so I've kind of taped off that. And we're going to do the Currant Jam on one of the sides. And you could do this in any color. Like, ooh, look at that. It's running. I told you it was like super, super thin. Oh, no, what was I saying? You could do these books in whatever color you wanted to. Maybe you don't want them colored. Maybe you want them all white. Maybe you want them like in softer colors, not kind of hit you in the face, bold colors like I just did. Maybe you want it to match your decor. So, it's all yours. This is DIY your way. You do it the way you want it. It's a good thing we taped that off because I just went over, and hopefully that didn't go in that little indentation there, which I think I might have. Okay, so I think I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I flip it over since they are on both ends. Just trying to get it even. Okay, so there's that one. Clean my hands. So what can we go on next? We can kind of play around with our little cutting board. Let me show you the little transfers that go with all this. So right now we're playing around with all the little mini tiered tray stuff. So this is the transfer that goes with that. So you just have all kind of choices that you can do. And then these down here are what's going to go on the side of the books that we're playing around with right now. Okay, so that one goes with what we've been playing with so far. And then we've got this transfer. And this transfer goes with these little guys. So these little guys are called our autumn tiered tray cutouts. So they come 3-tub pack, and they're a lot thinner than our other leaves that we've got. So let's see. I guess we're going to need to cut some of this out. See how this one's looking. We need to put another layer on it. We've done all of our painting first, so it'll have time to dry when we're ready to use it. I just came back and done another little layer to kind of smooth out that color. I think we might be able to flip this over and do this other side. Okay, so what color do you think we need to do this side? How about this camel color? It's a nice, soft, subtle colors. Let's do it in camel. So with these little paste packets, what you're going to do is you're going to kind of mend them. This is like mixing, so you're kind of mixing it all together, so you're getting all of that mixed up really good before you open it up. And then you can always throw in some of these little color trays if you want to. I did not add that below in your shopping cart. But you know, you can also use like a little paper tray. And then for this one, you can't see what I'm doing. So we're going to put a little bit in here because this is paste, and I've got to turn this into paint because I want to paint. And I'm not going to use a whole lot of it, because these little paste packets will go a long way. I'm just going to use a little, so I don't have a whole lot in there. And then we're going to use my spritzer. We're going to spritz a little water in there because we're going to thin it down. And then let's find me another paintbrush. Something just fell on the floor. I'm just going to kind of mix it up. So we're turning the paste into paint. These color trays come 12, no, actually I think they come 24-tub pack instead of 12-tub pack. 12 or 24-tub pack. But you can actually clean them out and reuse them. I have a lot of people that do that. I personally, well, I say I personally don't, but I do to a point when then they get really icky and too hard to clean, or maybe I forget to clean one while it's still kind of wet and it dries, then I throw them away. Okay, so we see how we just kind of thinned it down, and then we're going to paint this side of our book. So who's ready for fall to be here? Who's ready for the kids to go back to school? Or are you still wanting summer to keep on hanging on? This is a pretty color. So this is called Camel. I thought I had bought me a jar of it, but I don't see it. So we're just painting, getting our book stack pretty. And sometimes you'll have to come back and hit it a couple of times. You could probably also do this with like the baby wipes. You know how we've done the baby wipe putting color on? You can do that as well. Every time I go around the side, it ends up making it darker somewhere. So then I have to like try to get it so it's even coloring. We may have to hit that one again once it dries. So we're going to let that kind of dry. That's going to dry. We'll put that paintbrush over here. We're going to move our current jam, so I don't want it getting on other stuff. Okay, so let's go back to our little cutting board and our cute little fun sayings. What should we put on the cutting board? Should we put the little apple pie? Let's see what all we've got here and what we want to use. We've got give thanks. Give thanks, I think, will look good on that little double-sided tray we just painted. And then everywhere you see the white lines, you're going to cut this apart from the transfer. You can actually cut it apart if you want to, or, you know, our cute little trick now that we're doing is we're just cutting it inside here. Meaning, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. That's always the hardest part, to kind of get it off of the backing paper enough that you can get the scissors in there. So I've just kind of raised it up a little bit. And then you take these transfer trimmers, you put them right underneath there, and then you can just kind of slice through that white. So if you see that, I didn't really even cut it, just kind of sliced through it. I'm going to do it again. So then, once I'm done and I clean this transfer, I can just put it back on this backing paper, and my backing paper stays whole, so that I don't end up with 50 million and one little itty bitty pieces to keep track of. So I've got this one out. So see when you're done with it and you clean it, you put it back together, and then it stays all complete. Isn't that cool? Cool beans. So we're going to do a little fuzz in there. What color should we do our apple pie in? What color should our apple pie be in? Anybody want to tell me what you think? I'm going to let you kind of vote a little bit while I cut out some more stuff. We're going to use this give thanks. I don't have any votes. Oh, there you go. Teresa's on board. Hello, Teresa. Gold color or camel? Gold color or camel? So we've got the camel, so we definitely can use the camel, and it's already opened over here. And then how about let's do our 10 maybe in this shimmer copper, because I'm trying to keep the colors that's going to come in that shopping link that I've got below for you. So we can use this maybe as our 10, and then we can use our camel as our top. We want to do that. This is a shimmer copper. I'm trying to think it so it kind of looks like a bottom of a tin pie. The only problem with wood is we're putting like brown on brown. So that's the shimmer copper. So we're going to see what that looks like on brown here in just a minute. And then let's find what I did with our camel. I'm going to do this a different way. Remember a while ago I put it in a little color tray, but this one I don't really have to thin down now, because remember we thinned that down so I could paint with it. So normally I kind of do this kind of way when I'm dealing with the paste packets, because I don't want to take too much out of my packet. It's easier for me to squirt more out of it than to squirt too much on here, and then it won't go back in and I've wasted it. Because unlike the jars, you know, the jars you can put your excess back into the jar and reuse it. It doesn't work so good in the paste packets. Okay. Y'all ready to see what our pie looks like? Do I have any bakers? Who are the bakers? So definitely kind of subtle on there, huh? So that's what those two colors look on brown. So we're going to let that dry. Going to put our little pie top up here. Let's see if this is dried enough. Okay. Paint job's not the best in the world, is it? I wonder if I can touch that up a touch. So does everybody already have a tier tray in their decor? Is that something you already got, so you just need the accessories to go on it? Okay, so I kind of doctored that up just a little bit. I'm going to let that dry a little bit more as we're going to press on. So our books are over here still drying. I'm going to hit out one of the sides over here, not that you can see, because I've got like one side running there. So we're going to kind of hit at that. And I'm going to put another layer on this side because it's kind of uneven. Okay, so there's another layer of that. Let it dry. So let's see what else we've got. We've got our cute little, everything in miniature. So we've got our cute little board and base. It's double-sided, so you could put something on both sides. Well, that also falls true for this. You could flip it over and put something on the other side. Maybe you didn't like how that came out and you wanted to put a different color. You could flip it over and do that. So let's see, what are we going to put on this bad boy here? I think we'll do Leaves Are Falling, Autumn is Calling. So let's cut this one out. So are you still on here, Teresa? I saw you bought pretty much everything I was kind of thinking about doing for the next workshop. You already bought it. It's like, okay. Teresa went shopping. So speaking about the cart link below, if you want to grab the goodies here, if you get all the goodies, it's a bigger purchase than I sometimes try to keep the shopping link. But I didn't know what all you wanted, and there's a lot of picks and pieces to this. But there is an extra little goodie you need to know about. During the month of August, if you spend $90 in my online store, you get an exclusive free jar of Shimmer Peri paste. So who likes the word free? Let me find a picture of that. So spend $90. So if you get all this goodie that I've got below in that shopping link, you're going to automatically get that for free because you're already qualifying. So that is, it's like a purple. So that's the shimmer purple, and you're going to get that free with a $90 purchase. This really needs to be a lighter color. So let's try Shimmer Harvest on this. Because it's a black chalkboard, it needs something lighter to make it pop. So we're going to do Shimmer Harvest. So I've got the little fall paste packets below. I did add a black. Probably wouldn't hurt to add on a white in there, which I did not do. So some of this stuff you could use a white on. Like right here on this chalkboard would look fabulous with white. But we're using Shimmer Harvest. So it's a shimmer, so it's got the built-in metallic flakes. And I just kind of squirted some on here, and if I need more, I'll just squirt a little bit more out, and I might need a little bit more. So let's squirt a little bit more out. Everybody have a fantastic day. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling. So that's going to go in our cute little base. Is this the base, right? Super cute. Put that over there. Okay, I think we're going to need to do a little bit more painting, kind of, sort of. But we've got these little guys here. I don't really know if we need to make any layering on them. Oh, this is what needs to be layered. This needs to be layered, so we've got to work on this next. Or not. Or not. Okay, so what are we going to put on this? We're going to put on here, give thanks. Give thanks is what's going on this little tray. So fuzzing a couple of times. I have no clue where my fuzzing cloth is at. Sure, it works fine. What color do you think will look good on this? So this is Current Jam underneath it, so it's like a cranberry color. So maybe Shimmer Harvest again. Do you think that'll make that pop? I love Shimmer Harvest. It's a pretty color. didn't have to paint this. If you wanted to keep this white, you could have kept it white. And there's all those kind of choices on that transfer that you get to choose from. All kind of choices. So give thanks. I don't know, do we want to bounce over to these guys? I think we might hold off and do these. You want to hold off and do these maybe on Sunday? I don't think it'll take too long though. We could knock them out today. We still got to put this together and we have to put our tray together. So let's put what we've got drying already. Let's put our tray together and then we'll see how much time we've got because I'm already hitting 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the tier tray. Now it's wood, and there is a transfer that you can actually put on here that's got leaves on it if you wanted to. I don't think I got that one when I got mine. Plus, I wanted mine year round because they're going to be coming out with different stuff for each season that you're going to be able to use out. And I didn't want to have one season on here and then you get another season kind of thing. Okay. So this is the bigger one. It's got a little bit of raised platform on the bottom, and then you've got the other tray that's going to come above it. You got some instructions on how this bad boy works. So I did bring me a screwdriver in here in case I needed one. I wasn't sure. Looks like this is going to go in the bottom. We're doing this together, guys. I haven't even read the directions on how to do it before I came live. Might not have been the smartest thing, but does this twist through here, I guess? Okay, so it looks like this little guy goes in here and just kind of screws in here. So we need to screw him in here first. Okay, he's coming out the other side now. That's good. Looks like I've got them all the way through there. Okay, so now we'll screw them onto this little piece. And we have created us a tiered tray. Okay, so this is what he looks like. Okay, so we've got him together. He didn't take too long to put together. That's good. We'll put him over here. Let's see if our books are ready. We've got our books. They're going to be a big piece to go on here. Kind of have to hit at them, I think, with a blow dryer. What do you think? I'm kind of thinking maybe on the side of the books we'll just do black. Let's do black and all this so we can knock out all these books with one color. So now I'm going to take off my masking tape. Remember, I mask taped the center one because I was going to keep that one white. You could have colored it whatever color you wanted to if you wanted to do it a different color. Or you didn't have to color any of them if you didn't want to either. That's strictly up to you on what you want to do. So there is our book stack with our colored books. Of course, you're kind of look at it and figure out where you think it's going to look the prettiest based on your paint job. Okay, I'm liking this. So this is my prettiest side. This is the side I like. So now we're going to figure out which words we're going to put for our books. So we've got these little things over here, which will fit good in there. So we're going to go with these 3 over here. So let's cut them out. Weather, weather, cozy blankets, and fall candles. Those are some awesome books, aren't they? So I'm just kind of raising that up. I'm using my transfer trimmers, going right there where it's white. And then I can just drag that across. Come up to the next line. Get it started. Then normally I can just drag it across. Love these transfer trimmers. It's just like super easy. Except I'm not, there you go. I was gonna say I went on the white line there. Okay. So then once I clean the transfers, I'll put them back on this backing paper and it'll stay nice and big and whole and so much easier to store. Okay. So what, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. So what do you think about this little tiered tray set? Think it's super cute? I'm going to use black on this one. Do I have any more clean squeegees? Yep, I do. So every time I come live, you know, guys know I give you a sprinkle word. And then if you're gracious enough to do some sprinkling for me over onto your timeline, you get entered into my weekly game. You can sprinkle once per day. So the more you sprinkle, the more entries you get into my weekly game. We've got that. And I think our sprinkle word tonight is going to be tiered tray. Tiered tray is our sprinkle word. Remember, you can come back every day. This week's game started on Sunday, so if you missed that one, you can go find that video from Sunday. You can watch it, grab the sprinkle word, and you can sprinkle that one as well. You can sprinkle once per day. This week's contest will continue on until next Sunday. It'll end at 6 o'clock p.m. and then I will come live normally around 7:30 and draw a sprinkle winner for the week. So that one could have been up a little higher to have it perfectly centered. And I think I'm going to dry that really quick so I can come back with that center one. So tiered tray, hashtag tiered tray is our sprinkle word. When you come back and share it multiple times, just put whatever number share you're on for that week, for that particular video. It makes life a little easier on me. Trying to keep track of it all. Okay, and we've got fall candles. I just love to read a book about fall candles, wouldn't you? Maybe not so much, but give me some fall candles. Have them burning. Another little idea you could do is just find some little miniature small books and use some real books versus our little make-believe little wooden books here. Okay, so there's our book stack. So we're going to put it here on our little tray. See, we've got our cutting board somewhere. Go down here. Just kind of stacking it all up, and I'll kind of show you. We still got to do our little cutouts. We haven't done those yet. Okay, just had to make me some room. I was running out of room on this table, guys. Okay, well, we are just motoring along here, taking a little longer than 30 minutes, but we're almost done, so let's just motor through this. Let's motor through it. So this is the other transfer we haven't played around with yet. This is for our cute little cutouts that go on our tiered tray. So this one is called Autumn Tiered Tray Cutouts. Because, you know, we're going to be coming up with different accessories with this tiered tray. We almost need a brown for this acorn in our little fall packet, don't we? Now there's some shapes on this one side. You can put some shapes and add some extra elements. I think I'm just gonna stick with the customary ones up here at the top. Oh, we still have a rolling pin we haven't done. Gotta find my rolling pin. Okay, so we've got our leaf. And for these, I like to turn them backwards just because it's easier to line it up, I think. When you end up with sticky coming off, it wants to stick everywhere except where you want it to stick. Okay, I've got that one. I'm going to throw all my transfers on here first and then figure out my color palette. Already cut all those out. Okay. And then we've got one more, our little acorn. So what do you think about the color paste that you get free with a $90 purchase? Do you like that color? The exclusive Perry. to our spot one. So let's figure out our color choices now. Of course, this one's going to have to be orange because it's a pumpkin. Durr. What color orange do we have that comes in our paste palette packet? We had a paprika, so we need a paprika for that one. This is paprika with a little bit of shimmer harvest on it, so we're going to do that for our pumpkin. For our acorn, maybe we'll do it with shimmer copper. And what do you think? Maybe black? Should we do like the top black since I really don't have a brown in this color? Or we've got camel. We could do part of it in camel. We have shimmer harvest, so we could do our leaf in that color, or should we do our leaf in pesto? We haven't used pesto, that's our green. Is that all of our colors that come in our paste packet here with what we've got? So we've got currant, we've used currant already enough, so we don't need that color any. So what do you think? What do you think? Give me some 2 cents. Give me some thoughts. I'm gonna get back to my live here so I can read. I'm not seeing anybody's comments on here. They're behind my comment, but why is my comment there stuck so I can't read it? Hey, Miss Rhea. Sorry I didn't see you pop on. Because my comment's on there. Okay, so what color are we going to do? I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the acorn and the leaf. So we've got paprika we're going to use for the pumpkin, because that's our orange color. That's kind of come in our paste packet. So we've got shimmer copper. So shimmer copper. We've got shimmer harvest. We've got black. We've got pesto. That's our green. We haven't used the green at all. And then we have camel. So that's what all comes in this fall paste packet. What do you think? So while you're kind of thinking on that, I'm going to use, let me see if I have this one already open somewhere. Thought I did. So I've got one of these open. Let's see if I can salvage enough of this on the bottom. So what do you think on those 2 other things? What color should we use? Probably need to clean me a squeegee. Oh, I'll use this one. So this is a paste palette that's been packet. This is a paste packet that's been sitting on here for I don't know how long. So let's see how the paste looks. Might be too dry. Might not gonna work. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna throw that in the garbage. On to paste packet number 2. And this is paprika. So our sprinkle word is tiered tray. You will put sprinkle this over to your timeline. What do I mean by sprinkle? Since I've got some people that come to my workshops and don't really watch these lives too much. This is what I mean by sprinkling. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then you can come back and put hashtag tiered tray as our sprinkle word, and you get entered into my weekly game. Then we come periodically over to my VIP page and we pick prizes for our little sprinkle game. Super fun. you had a hard time resisting all the Halloween stuff. I know that Halloween is so cute. And that glow in the dark paste is going to be so much fun. Okay, so this is paprika for our pumpkin. It's got that rustic look, didn't he? Anybody vote on my other two colors yet? So we've got camel. I think we'll do that maybe with black. So let's do camel down here. And then, where's my black at? Let's do the top black. I think this top would look better brown. So if you've got brown, or you might want to add a brown to do this top. Or you may like it black. Yeah, I don't know. There's a little acorn with the black and the camel. It's going to leave us with our leaf, and I decided to do the leaf with the shimmer copper. After this, all we have left is our rolling pin. I figured I probably needed to break this up into 2 lives, and I guess I should have, would have, could have. Her leaf came out really pretty in that color, didn't it? So it's the shimmer copper. So that leaves us with our rolling pin that we have not used yet. So this is going to go back to our other transfer. Let's get all those, let them dry. And here are the choices that you could do for that one. And I think, even though I think the front of our catalog does the autumn vibes, but I think I'm going to do home. I'm feeling home. You see what I'm doing? Yeah, it's all up to you and what you're feeling. A lot of pieces and parts for sure on this one. I think we're going to do this one. Well, we could do it in green since we haven't used the green. But I don't know if I want to open up a whole paste packet for one little word here, so I think we're going to just use black. Cute, isn't it, darling? Darling, Charlene. Just gonna use black on it. So tonight's sprinkle word is hashtag tiered tray. All the supplies to do this project will be below in the comments. It's a brand new month. I actually just joined a new vendor event today. So if you want an invite into the vendor event with multiple vendors, all kind of deals, then put event below. I'll get you into that event. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, let's put this bad boy together. And of course, if this looks like something fun, maybe you want to get together with some of your friends and maybe throw a party. If you're local, we could do an in-person party workshop. If you're not local, we could do an online. We could do an online Facebook party, or we could do like a virtual workshop. All kind of things we can do. Okay, let's see. I can get you positioned so we can see this tray. This is where we're at thus far with the tray. We've got our little rolling pin that we haven't added to it yet. Got our little accessories we really haven't done anything with. I think these are just kind of lean on things. That's too big. Probably needs a plant or something in the back of it, kind of set it off. What do you think? I don't really know where we're going to put our little leafy things at. Maybe we'll just throw them over here on the bottom. Wonder if he could sit. Is he dry? Mike could sit in one of these little guys. See if we can kind of get him vertical here. Okay, there we go. Can you see? I'm afraid to bring him up too much. This is what I've got for our tiered tray. So that is our sprinkle word today. Hashtag tiered tray. Hope you enjoyed all of the goodness you can create using Chalk Couture. And we created all this with the fall paste packets. So this is all the colors out of that paste packet for fall. Okay, guys, hope you have a wonderful night. If you'd like to have that party, throw party below. If you want me to get you into that event that I just joined, put event below. And if you'd like some information on how to maybe do this and start a little side business or a little crafting business, and then put business below and let's chit chat. You can join now and become a designer for like $10, $9.99. Pretty awesome. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you on the next live.